As time ticks by, be prepared for highly offensive language throughout and adult themes. Drawn. The competition is heating up, and this time next week we will be counting down the hours to finale. We'll get a day off. But right now there is still everything to play for, including an extra 21 grand in the prize fund. So a big well done to Christian, Danny and Sam. They held up those sacks for more than 6.5 hours. That's a long go. But as for Nick, I mean, come on. He dropped everything for the scoop of an ice cream. I mean, who really wants to go for ice cream? No, wait! Go away! Just go away! Coming up, I've got exclusive so good you just can't put a price on them. Oh, is it ice cream? Spin off. Not only that, we've unlocked the BB safe to bring you a money can't buy instalment of Diary Room Cuts back. Oh yeah, it's back. Plus, Dr. Pam Spur's going to be giving us her marching orders when she ranks the remaining housemates military style. One of them, she's giving it all of that tonight. Yes. Now you get the drummer boy. Yeah, almost so. But listen, let's see who we've got in the artillery tonight. Let's meet the panel. She rules with an iron fist and sends shivers down many people's spines. It's Helen Wood! Shivers! He's always standing to attention, if you know what I mean. It's Ed Cleve! And like anyone with a supreme air of notoriety, she goes by one name and one name only, like Kylie, Madonna, Rylan. It's Eileen! Right, let's get on and talk about tonight's show. It was totally dominated by the task. Chloe was put in charge of allocating the cash, and I believe her exact words were "chuffing now." Eileen, how do you think she handled that responsibility?
I think she... I think she did really well.
Yeah?
She knows her housemates now. She's lived with them for a little bit, and she's sort of, like, got the essence of each one of them. And it was great that she picked Christian, because I've got a cold, by the way.
I was going to say. I thought you got a new job somewhere, right?
That was no joke. No, I think she did really well. Christian, Danny, Nick she knew was going to fail, then Harry was going to fail after Nick. No, good job, good job. She picked very well. Her task was good.
Ed, were you shocked by any of the allocation? She only gives 0 to Jack. Were you shocked by that one?
Oh, no, not by that. But I was quite shocked she gave Sam quite a high figure. But actually, I think Sam's obviously surprised me. She did really well. I thought... I've been watching her, like, hashtag loving life. No, we're not loving life at all when she says that. But, so I sort of grew to dislike her, but she sort of showed her mettle tonight, and I was quite impressed with that.
She said Jack was quite weak-minded. Harold, what do you make of that? Do you think he is weak-minded?
No, I don't think Jack's weak-minded at all. He's the only one out of every single one of them that's gone in there all along and said, I want the money. He's not weak at all. I don't like him, but he's not weak. He's not a weak person at all. At least he's bloody honest, which is more than Chloe is.
Oh!
True.
Oh, God, we're going to be in the Daily Star tomorrow. Well, listen, we've seen that Chloe and Jack's relationship has definitely been strained recently. Do we think Chloe has got a reason to distrust...
The reason you've got to say...
I've got what you've got, it's catchy. Do you think she's got a reason to distrust him?
No, I think they've lived in the house for a long time now, and they've got bored with each other. They know each other inside and out. And I think, you know, she looked at him as a sort of, like, baby brother, where he looked at Chloe, as Jack being a virgin and everything, as something a little bit more sort of, like...
On the top of the mantelpiece, like...
Yeah.
No, he said... He definitely still sees her as a good mate. He calls her Coco, doesn't he? He calls her Coco.
A good mate,
None of them are good mates.
Good mate. Do you think their friendship's going to be all right, Ed? Because it has taken its toll, isn't it?
There were a couple of things he did that clearly hit home a bit too much. And I think what he did in the task in tonight's episode was too little too late, I think, for the viewers and for Chloe. There's a number of things he's guilty of. He needs to cross his legs in the diary room. he needs to, when people are having like heart-to-hearts, he needs to sort of just move away.
Yeah, he just to go and join the club.
And everybody says it, but he really needs to bin that dressing gown. I mean, whoever sells that isn't selling any more.
Well, from the dressing gown, let's get back to Chloe, because she's definitely been a bit more outspoken this week in regards especially to the money situation. Have you seen a change in her with all this money going on?
Massively. Her and Danny have, like, this week, you've just seen it all, but you can tell she's just thinking, shit, am I giving a bit too much away? Am I telling people a bit too much? Am I being a bit too obvious? Yeah, you are. Everyone is actually seeing that you want the money. She is there for the money, and I wish she'd just come out and say it. She didn't just go in there. She said to everyone when I was there, I'm here for the experience, blah, blah, blah. Fuck off, there's 150 grand. You're there for that.
It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
She's not giving anything else, so she's there for the cash.
No, she wasn't there for the cash at first. She was there for the experience. I think as the time's gone on, they've realised there's cash at the end of the rainbow.
No, she's girl next door. She's girl next door material, right? She's girl next door material.
Well, so am I, and so are you.
No, I wouldn't class you the same as Chloe at all, Eileen. I think you're two different people. She's not entertaining. You were entertaining. She wasn't entertaining. So what is she there for? Money, exactly.
No.
Eileen, you just said in the beginning she wasn't there for the money.
No, none of them were. They were all best friends.
Oh, my
God. But what you just said then is then as the weeks have gone on, you think she is starting to think, I want the money.
I think they all are. I think they think the end of the rainbow is the pot of gold now, and now it's like,
but they'll
get
still
out of
tell
my
each
way.
other that they're best friends. This is what annoys me. They all hug it out at the end.
Wait a minute,
They still like each other.
Me off.
At every turn, Chloe's been a team player.
Can I just say, this is like this is like heaven and hell. Like this one's going to that one. It's like the voices in my head.
Yeah, Eileen.
What was you going to say?
Well, it's like my own Wimbledon here, isn't it?
I know.
I think Chloe's. I think she's a team player at every turn. I think she always takes the route that's the kind route. I actually really want her. She's the only person in there that I think actually deserves the money for the way she's behaved.
Well, let's move on to someone else. One person who couldn't resist a slice was a Joel. In his own words, pizza is his Achilles heel. Were you surprised that he dropped the sack for a slice?
No, I love that he did it.
You like that he did it?
I love that he did it. Do you know what? Stir it up, Joel. It's a lot of money at the end of the day. I know it's like $2.5 grand, but at the same time, if he's probably got it in his head because he has a brain, unlike most of them there. He thinks that he might not win that money at the end, so he's thinking, do you know what? Fuck it, I'll have a piece of pizza for it. Good on him. He's given. At least he's given a bit of entertainment. He's made the audience laugh.
He'll do anything for a pizza, but what would you do anything for? What would we have had to have sent in there for you to drop your sack?
Oh, my word.
Come on, Eileen.
Maybe you in a thong.
Oh! I think that would have turned Joel off of his pizza, if I'm being honest. Ed, what would you drop your load for? Come on now.
Jesus Christ.
We've had this conversation before, Riley. I'd probably an appearance fee in a car home.
Yeah, oh, well, that's fine.
Or a good front page story.
Yeah, well, that's true. Speak to Ellen, you'll be all right. She's got all the gals. Well, listen, for Nick, it was ice cream, but Harry wasn't too happy about that at all. Do you think he was tempted by the ice cream hell, or do you think it was more the girl behind the ice cream counter?
First of all, I'm massively behind Harry. Yeah, she's like a pick-me short of a sandwich, but I do like her. But at the same time, I don't think it was the girl. I just think Nick, again, you know what? I don't think he gives a shit about the money. He's just done it, and I don't think he fancies the bird or anything. It's just a case of they're all bored, so they're just like, sod it. Do you know what? I'm going to go and get an ice cream. She has overreacted. She's overreacted, but I don't think it's anything to do with it. I do love what she says, though, about, like, if someone comes in and I'll suck him off. I just thought that was genius.
I mean, what a line. What a line from Harry there,
That was just brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we heard Chloe in the diary room saying every day's a drama with him too. She said Harry is clingy. Is she?
He's clingy.
Yeah,
He's clingy.
top marks were the obvious. I mean, Glenn Close is sitting at home saying, well, what is she doing? What on earth
He's
is going on?
clingy and people don't see this.
It's a bit full on. I mean, the thing is, like, he just literally wanted a bit of space. They're together all day, every day, and he just wanted to go in another bed. And she wouldn't even sort of give him that bit of space and then talk it out the next morning. If it was like 3 days, I think she'd have a point. But just one night, she should have.
But he's exactly the same. It's not fair. It's constantly Harry all the time getting the blame, and it's not on. He's like a little slug on her. He's constantly on her.
No, I think it started off that way.
There's a codependence thing going on there. They can't stand up on their own. And what she does is, I think she's like a black widow spider. She's got a web, and she wants him there. And every now and then she'll pull him in, and then sort of scutter away, and then pull him in again. It's yeah.
Eileen, with that voice and that movement, you're really doing it to me tonight.
Evil.
I'm telling you, there's something going on in this area that I'm a bit like, oh, come on. On that note, I think give him a little clap. That was nice. Oh, well, listen, the lads, Christian and Danny, clocked up a whopping 10 hours and 6 minutes. We're going to be looking at their competitive sides later on in the show when we talk about the game and who is playing it best. Also, I've got all the latest news from the house, including the rapping delights of a certain Christian. And Matt Richardson's going to be piloting the Rufflecopter with his unique spin on this week's Cash Bomb Chaos. I'll see you after the break. Welcome back to Big Brother's Bit on the Sides. Now listen, while the housemates are raising money for their own good causes, we're raising the bar for broadcasting standards weeknights at 11 on Channel 5 and 3E. It's time for today's news. Which is so good. It's day 58 in the Big Brother house. And at 10:45 this morning, Christian kicked off the day by getting lyrical in the bedroom, starting with a very important question for Sam.
Sam, tell us why you ate all the ham. Your face looks like a wasp sting on my hand. Damn, everything you're saying is the same. You really need to change. Personality is plain, got me snoring. Sam, you're so boring. Every time you open your mouth, man, I'm snoring. New housemate walks in, now you're horny. And you try and pull him with your jokes that are corny.
Yes! Yes, Mo!
Why are you trying to interject and ruin my rap?
Because you said snoring twice, so that.
No, I didn't.
You did?
No, I didn't. I said, now I'm snoring. Sam, you're so boring. Every time you open your mouth, got me yawning.
Yeah, see, you changed it now.
No, I didn't.
That's
I said
good.
yawning. Of course it's good.
That's really good.
It's relevant.
No, I'm saying, bruh. Now, listen, it is time for everyone's favourite news item. It's Harry's Strop of the Day. And today's theme is, why is everything Harry's fault? Well, at 10:53 this morning...
Look, you're just fucking smiling now.
I'm not smiling.
Yeah,
I'm scared.
Fucking smile. Oh yeah, you're scared of me because it's always my fucking fault, isn't it? I'm the fucking aggressive one.
No, it wasn't.
What's the mitigating factor now? The fact you fucking sit there and wind me up, you fucking prick.
Oh no.
Well, at 10:54 this morning...
See, so I'm just responsible for the fact that I've just fucking kicked off. I don't fucking blame it on you, do I? Twat!
I'm not a twat.
Well, at 10:55 this morning...
When Nick feels upset, it's always my fault. When everybody else gets fucking wound up, it's always my fault, innit? Get to fuck!
Harry.
Get out my face right now! You fucking tried to wind me up!
Do you want a cup of tea, babe?
Might need something a bit stronger than tea, darling. That's your beverage. Well, today a big money task unfolded, and I mean a big one, because the housemates were called to the diary room one by one to face a proposition. And at 18 minutes past 3 this afternoon, Sam took to that chair.
Sam, Big Brother has a surprise for you.
Okay.
Big Brother is offering you the chance to take home £5,000. What would you do with £5,000?
I would do quite a lot with £5,000, most definitely.
Well, Sam, before you spend it, you have an important decision to make.
Okay.
Sam, you must now choose whether you wish to take this £5,000 for yourself or whether you wish to add it to the prize fund. If you decide to take the money for yourself, it will be given to you at the end of the series.
Oh my God! Are you serious? Is this a joke though? Oh my God, that is like so nice.
Believe me, this is such a good one. But Sam, you know it's Big Brother. It's not going to be as simple as that because at 3:50 this afternoon, Danny then took to the chair.
Earlier, Sam was brought to the diary room and offered £5,000.
What?
Then, Big Brother gave her a decision to make.
What?
Sam was told that she could either keep the money for herself or add it to the winner's prize fund.
Oh!
Danny,
Yeah?
Big Brother would now like you to decide what you think Sam chose to do with the money. If you can choose correctly what Sam did,
Oh, what's on?
that £5,000 will then be offered to you, and you will be given the choice of whether to keep for yourself or add it to the prize fund total.
I think Sam, because she's a very kind-hearted person, would have added it to the prize fund.
Well, let me tell you, what unfolded afterwards was absolutely brilliant. Tomorrow's show is going to be brilliant, so don't miss it. But that was today's news. It weren't, actually. I've got time for another exclusive. Have a little look at this.
I'll be honest, you seem like you've looked fed up for the last 3 days or something. You're snapping quite easy now. Like, don't know, the littlest thing seems to be giving you the ump. Do you think?
Yeah, I think it's because people have changed and it's pissing me off.
Yeah.
I feel proper let down. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like people have changed and...
I don't know if I'm right, but I feel like because Nick and Joel have openly said, you know, they don't care about the money.
I think Nick, Joel and Jack are the ones that have changed them out.
Yeah. And I think they're willing to sacrifice any of the money.
Yeah.
But I don't want to sound like we're only doing it because we think we can win the money.
I know, that's the thing.
Yeah.
But I thought everyone in this would just try the best, we'd all stick together.
And try and get whoever wins the most amount.
Money, because we're all friends, we all care about each other.
Yeah.
So why would anybody want to go against
Yeah.
the rest of the group and be like, I'm not bothered, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It really is fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Well, there you've got it. Is Chloe right, as people track?
I think
I'm not going to attack you, darling. Sweetheart. Come on.
I think possibly she thinks of the money seriously. She's like the girl next door, and she thinks, oh, that could be buying a car or something. And others like Jack think, oh, it's only a figure, and oh, they'll let me do something to get the money back later on if we lose it now.
Everybody needs to make the choice for themselves, and somebody then saying, oh, we need to do this with the money. It's not fair. She should keep her mouth shut and just do her own thing.
Do you think them two see themselves as potential winners?
Of course they do. Chloe is in there. She wants money like any of us else would want it. And she's pretending, oh, lovey-dovey, we want to share and all this kind of thing. It's nothing about share. She wants that money and she wants it for herself. She thinks she's the winner and wants to keep the prize fund for herself. That's what that's about.
She's spoken. Does anyone disagree? You disagree?
I think she values friendship more than money, more than anything, and I think... No, well, that's my opinion. No, I think she's genuine. I think she's genuine in that house, and I think she deserves to win, to be honest.
Well, look, we like to get both sides of the story on this show because we are fair show, aren't we? That's what we are. Well, listen, next up, he's just like a fruit machine. If you put enough money in him, you'll eventually hit the jackpot. It's funny man boy Matt Richardson!
Thank you very much. Cheers. Now, Big Brother have told me I have to hold on to this for my whole set or none of the crew get paid. I just hope they don't try and distract me like they did in the house. That would be really horrible. What you do... Oh, God, no!
Oh! Sorry, boys. Sorry.
Oh, my God. It's left me all confused. Oh. Now, all right, I think we're all impressed.
Don't you dare!
Oh, my God, I need to call my girlfriend and tell her things have changed. It's like the staff in Lord of the Rings, massive. Now, We were all impressed when Jack didn't let go of the rope to speak to his family, weren't we? That was quite nice. I think it was very sweet to see him take one for the team. However, he did try and spend £100 to get his suitcase back. I don't really understand why, when he literally hasn't worn any clothes for 10 weeks. Right?
Yes.
What does he...
It's true.
What does he even have in it? What's in there? Is it just sort of filled with identical dressing gowns and hats? So we do that one today, like Homer Simpson, you know? And I think my favourite thing about Jack, though, is his total lack of social awareness.
You know, I just wanted to sort of get away from the whole situation.
You wanted...
Move! Why are you there? Maybe after a little while he got the hint, though.
I'm doing it because I thought it was the best thing to do.
No! Move away. You don't want to be near an argument. I'm sure he'll get the hint by the end of this. And all of you online are starting to get quite frustrated with how the housemates are around each other. XX Lanio XX said, please help needed. I'm struggling to figure out where Danny starts and Christian ends. Hashtag brown noses. Katie Boyle 4 said, Matt Richardson, Chloe is so far up Danny's arse, her head could be mistaken for a hump. Now, guys, I don't want to upset you, but I think both of you are watching The Human Centipede by mistake. No one's head is up anyone's arse in this house. Change over, we're on Channel 5, you're on the wrong one, right? It's a terrible film, terrible film. Some of you have strange opinions on Harry's accent. Vanessa Blackwell said, Harry sounds just like Janet Street Porter. That's quite interesting. And Aaron83 said, if hashtag Janet Street Porter drank from the hashtag Fountain of Youth, she would turn into hashtag BB Harry, hashtag BB UK, hashtag BB Bots. Too many hashtags, mate. Thanks, guys. It's all right, literally talk for a living. Talking of Harry, I wonder if Jack has got the hint yet.
Were you nearly getting to sleep, honey?
No.
Just move! For God's sake, move! Some of you are quite opinionated on the whole Nick and Harry matter. Tim Caulfield said, Matt Richardson, Nick is so fickle with Harry, he should use his hair product on his spine to stiffen it up for once. I mean... Tim, that is brutal. I can't quite see your profile picture there, what with all the shade you're throwing around. And Tim, there's been a rumour, by the way, Nick has been using that hair product on another area, and I'm not talking about his stiff upper lip, a special little place down here, as him and Harry may have had a night of passion. Well, he wanted a night of passion, but had to explain it away using a classic excuse we've all used.
I was planning on going all night until it came out my hand.
That's how it is, mate. It's the story of life. Although, even if he wanted to have a night of passion with Harry, I think something would be in the way.
Get at you or whatever when I sleep in that bed.
I want to go and sleep. If you hadn't moved beds, I would have stayed awake all night.
Just fuck off, Jack! Thanks very much. That's it from me.
This is time for a break now, but stay with us because... Attention! Dr. Pam's going to be ranking up the housemates with some military precision. And I get to wear a nice little hat as well, so everyone wins. But first, someone's got to lose. It's eviction night on Friday. Who goes? You decide. Here's the numbers you need. This week, Chloe, Jack, Harry and Sam all face the public vote. Who goes? You decide. From a landline, call 090 20 44 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to evict. From a mobile, call 650 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to evict. For Chloe, add 04. For Jack, add 09. For Harry, add 16. For Sam, add 18. Calls to the long number will cost 50p plus your network access charge. Calls to the short number will cost 50p. Or you can vote via the Big Brother app, where 2 votes will cost you 99p. Voting closes in Friday's eviction show. If you're watching on catch-up after that or outside the UK, please don't vote. Votes cast after the lines close won't count. You can find terms on the Big Brother website. Big Brother's bit on the side. Now, listen, we all know money talks, but so do the housemates. A lot. In the diary room. So, it's time for Diary Room Uncut. It's all about cold, hard cash. It's Diary Room Uncut about cash.
As soon as you start bringing money into the equation, that's when everything changes.
How much
Yeah, off the prize fund.
Of the prize fund, would it be to have?
No cameras and a small task room for half an hour.
How much is your dressing gown worth to you?
It's not worth a monetary value. It's a sentimental item.
How much would you be willing to pay for this?
40,000.
Don't fucking say it, because it'll be the pizza thing on it.
Name your price.
I think Big Brother should open the negotiations.
My mum and dad got it for me like for a Christmas present years ago, and I've wore it like since. So it means more to me than any monetary figures.
Money is the root of all evil.
No, we wouldn't. £10.
When Joel paid 2,500 for a pizza yesterday.
2,500 for a pizza.
Are you having a fun evening?
Ask me that.
Let me repeat that. So, £2,500 for pizzas.
I mean, I was expecting, at least a large one for that price.
Are we getting any food tonight, Big Brother? Please. For free.
The real big cock in here, big wank, is me, for what I did today.
I didn't think Nick would spend £5 grand.
Oh no, I look a dick.
Do you still think Jack is a game player?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Everyone else is out for themselves. They just don't want to make it look like that because, that ain't going to make them win, is it, if they look like you? See what I mean? Whereas I don't care if people see me like that.
Right, we're all in it together. We should all be trying to earn as much money as we can for the winner.
He wants that money. I want that money. Oh, wait, hold on, but I want that money.
You can't say not really bothered because it's a great sum of money.
She wants it as well. We all want that money. There's only one pot of money. One person can take that money. And that's when you realise it is a game show as well.
Now, there have been enemies, allies, ceasefires and casualties. Hashtag 4 in, 4 out, never forgotten. But as we march on towards the final week of Big Brother, it's time to analyse the house regimen. Attention! It's time for Psyching the Special Forces! She's about to give us our marching orders. Give it up for Sergeant Spur. Yes, Spur! Yes, Spur. Welcome, Sergeant. Corporal Clark here. Thank you. You do like the outfit? Yeah.
I love a man in uniform.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Listen, we're talking about LTR, aren't we?
We are.
Quick reminder, what is LTR?
Long-term resilience. When the Special Forces are doing psychological profiling to find the right candidates, they look for people who can cope with long-term stress, who don't have explosions, who don't cry for their mummy when they're upset, and also who will keep focused and direct, right aiming on their goal.
Do you think that's come into play in the Big Brother house?
Well, what we look for in the house has been my mission the whole summer, to look for the emotional and psychological state, and also this is very different than, say, the physical endurance test of the cash bags.
Yes.
So that's a different thing. We're looking for that resilience, that mental power.
That's gone the whole way, basically.
Exactly.
Well, I can see you've split the housemates into low, medium and high. So give me a quick overview. What does this mean, then?
OK, well, low tends to mean that there's been a lot of explosions, so people who have low resilience, they can't cope with the sort of psychological stresses of the house, or that they've moved backwards, they've been demoted.
OK, medium?
Medium level, they're doing pretty well. They have a solid base of sort of emotional resilience, but they may have made some mistakes and let the unit down on the way.
High?
And high, we've got, of course, the people who have really kept, on the whole, very focused, who've been fairly level-headed, and, some of them are going to come out on the very top.
Well, listen, let's start with our low recruits, Sam, Harry and Jack. Why have you put Sam there?
Well, Sam, such early promise when she entered the house.
Yeah.
And now she's always tearful. She gets stressed out when other people are stressed. So she's like an emotional sponge.
OK, what about Harry?
Harry has literally lost it. I mean, she has been up, down, all around the shop with her sort of emotional state. What about the ice cream woman? I felt so sorry for the woman.
Poor ice cream bird.
Oh my God!
Well, do you know what? Let's have a little look at her in action. Let's have a look.
Harry, come away!
I didn't mean what?
Harry, I'm having a discussion. You do this when people talk over you. I'm talking to her. Let me have a discussion.
I'll get involved. I want to get involved.
No, come away. I'm having a discussion.
You don't like it when people do... Come away. Come away.
I'm having a discussion.
Harry, what do you do when people do this to you? What do you do? I'm not having a go at telling you away from the situation.
Harry, I'm talking.
Okay, you talk then.
Just
I'll
stand
interject
back.
after.
Walk away, Harry.
No,
Walk
Harry,
away.
come walk away.
Could you do this, Harry?
But Harry, you're
Could you do
contradicting
this?
yourself now.
You're
contradicting yourself.
You're getting involved.
Well, listen, why do you think she got involved in that argument then?
Because she doesn't have an emotional filter. She's like an emotional sieve, and when she got riled up about thinking that she had to stand up for Chloe, when she didn't, Chloe was able to stand up for herself. She just got into this thing of her emotions going on overdrive. And I have to say, people say it's Nick who has done badly having a relationship with her. I think she would have been far better off staying single. She was that fun-free spirit when she went in the house, and now, I think the relationship they have has dragged them both down.
Well, let's have a quick look at Jack. Why is Jack down there?
Jack cannot cope when he's put up for eviction. He hates it. He moans and groans. No one with resilience moans and complains in the unit.
Well, listen, all three of these are facing eviction this week. Where are we going to put these on, what is it called? Sergeant Spurs Resilience Ranking. Oh, I like that. Where are they going to be going on here?
Okay.
Yeah, thanks for the woo. Thanks.
Harry AWOL.
Harry's got AWOL.
Yep.
She's got AWOL.
She's gone too far. She's disturbing the whole equilibrium of the unit.
Who's a cadet?
Okay, we've got both Sam and Jack.
Oh, both of them?
Are cadets, yep, they're cadet level.
And what's that mean?
She's been demoted. She was higher up. She would have been higher up the rankings about 3 weeks ago. Cadet means that they've got a lot of learning to do. They've got to get a grip on things.
Get a little grip. Right, let's move on to medium then. Chloe, why is Chloe there on the medium?
Well, because Chloe has a high-level resilience, except she's shown repeatedly, like with Mark, Joel, Jack, she cannot cope with conflict.
No.
And so she runs away, she has her little shout and scream and hissy fit. And this week, she's shown that it's her way or no way.
She's really... Let's have a little look at her in action this week.
I'm just worried that everyone's going to start playing games and, like, true colours are going to be shown, and I'm just going to feel completely let down. But I can't blame them. They're not doing anything. Nobody would be doing anything wrong because it's a game show. So I'd be the fool for thinking that everyone is going to be exactly the same right up until the very end.
What do you think that tells you about her then?
Well, it says that she cannot cope with the fact that if it's not her way and how she thinks people should behave, then it's the wrong way.
It's the wrong way.
Yeah, and she's got overly emotionally involved in what everybody else's business.
So how comes Danny's in the medium then? Because I would have thought you would have been on the high.
Oh, Danny started really well. He was kind of chilled out. He was, sort of on top of things, very focused. And of course, once Mark hit the house, that was it. Over for Danny, big time. He blew it. So the unit cannot cope with emotional explosiveness.
Right. Well, let's move back to the ranking. Who's going to be a captain?
Captain Chloe.
Captain Chloe.
Yes, because she's come down. She's been demoted. She would a week or two ago. She would have been up to major.
Danny's going to be the major.
Danny's the major.
Danny.
Yeah,
Major Danny. Major Danny, allegedly. Well, listen. Let's move on to Christian, Joel, and Nick. They're vying for position to be the most special of all the forces. The big dog, the general. Thank you. Let's look at Nick. Why is Nick up on high?
Well, Nick, he's a very anxious person, but he contains it really well. And considering the stresses and strains with Harry, he didn't take... What happened to the plums I gave you a fortnight ago to give to him?
I just forgot to put them in, babe. They're still in my dressing room.
He needs to find a pair. He still needs to find a pair. And the way he shows resilience in the way he takes nominations. When he's nommed, he doesn't have a hissy fit. Also, he's good at shaking hands, like with Danny when they had disagreement. So he really has high resilience.
Right, well, let's move on to Joel quickly. I think we've got a clip of him in action. Let's take a little look.
Everybody is absolutely loving your sense of humour. Your slut drop was fantastic. I've told everybody that all of your dance moves you've got from me. Keep it going, keep it real. You're being true to yourself, you're being true to the housemates. Babe, I'm going to have to go. I love you, I'm proud of you. Just keep it going. And I miss you. I miss you so much.
Well, look, we're seeing there he never breaks his emotions. What's that telling you?
OK, he put his own personal desire to give his mother a hug underneath what his goal was and to complete the task. And the one thing about Joel, he's never gotten nasty with anybody he's argued with. And he also has he's kept so focused, and the unit needs that.
The unit needs a bit of focus.
Yeah.
Christian's up there. Why Christian's up high?
Christian, again, people badgered him to stand up and show himself. And he did quite successfully. He's only had small explosions compared to Danny. And when you think, I only learned about the fact that he was challenged in his left...
He was pretty much deaf in one ear, yeah.
And yet he's never complained about it. You cannot have moaners and complainers in the unit.
So that's why he's on a high LTR.
Exactly.
Right, well, let's get him into the resilience ranking. Who is going to be the Colonel?
Colonel Christian.
Hang on a minute. I don't mean finger licking. I'm just thinking about that chicken.
Rylan, back to
Sorry,
the military.
Colonel.
Colonel Christian.
Oh, we'll have to be asking him about his secret recipe when he gets there. Who's going to be Lieutenant General?
We've got Nick in there. He's got to do better with stop being Poodle Boy. Forget being called
Stop
Swan
being
Man.
Poodle
I call
Boy.
him Poodle Boy now with Harry.
Well, listen, let's get a drum roll, please. General Liz.
Yes, of course. It's got to be Joel.
General Joel!
And
Why is he the general?
I was going to say, don't slam me on Twitter. It doesn't mean he's my favourite.
OK.
He's just because he's consistently delivered resilience. That's what the Special Forces look for.
Pam, I've absolutely loved you this series, so if you're not back next week, I'm going to see you during Celeb. Give it up for Pam It's been brilliant. Thank you so much. Listen, stay with me because coming up after the break, I've got another exclusive and we're going to be getting our game faces on as we discuss the housemate strategies. It's all eyes on the prize. But listen, it's the final eviction night of the series on Friday. Who gets into the final? You decide! Here's the numbers you need. This week, Chloe, Jack, Harry and Sam all face the public vote. Who goes? You decide. From a landline, call 090 20 44 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to evict. From a mobile, call 650 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to evict. For Chloe, add 04. For Jack, add 09. For Harry, add 16. For Sam, add 18. Calls to the long number will cost 50p, plus your network access charge. Calls to the short number will cost 50p. Or you can vote via the Big Brother app, where 2 votes will cost you 99p. Voting closes in Friday's eviction show. If you're watching on catch-up after that or outside the UK, please don't vote. Votes cast after lines close won't count. You can find terms on the Big Brother website. To Big Brother's bit on the side. I'm looking over there. I was too busy dancing, weren't I? Yeah. In just a minute, I'm going to be talking about the art of the game, who is playing one and who needs a bit of a plan. And with the finish line in sight, our panel and audience are going to be weighing up that competition. Oh, yeah. But first, as you know, our exclusive game is strong tonight, and we are not making any exceptions. You are not going to believe this. Earlier, we saw Chloe and Danny having a little civilised chat, but it's kicking off now, and I think you're going to be shocked. Have a look why.
Are you annoyed at this?
Nah, but I'm disappointed in some people's decisions, but each to their own.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll be honest.
We got told everyone was getting
I'll be honest.
£5,000.
I thought you would have been the last person to say that.
I went to change my mind. I tried to change my mind again, but you can't be cross me.
I'm not cross.
Oh, go on then.
But everything you've argued for in the last week or so, completely useless now.
Hold on, right, listen. No, listen, you. That's £4 on football scores, £2.5 on a pizza. Hold on a minute, I'm talking. Yeah, he never did it. He would have done. That's you lot standing out there and paying to get your suitcase back what we're going to get in the end. This is £5 in my bank. That's 5 months' wages. I'm never going to see £5 in my bank.
That's what I said, each to their own.
And hold on, I haven't finished. We got told everyone in this room got offered £5. If everyone in this room took that £5 and the winner still gets 77, then who can begrudge anybody that?
Well, listen, let me tell you, believe me, that was just the start. Things got a lot more heated. So, just to clarify, Chloe has taken £5,000 for her own personal bank account. Do we think Danny's right? Is Chloe playing a game there?
Oh, my gosh. No, I mean, talk about game plans. There's Chloe's been berating everybody about the cash, and it's kerching the minute she's got a time to do it.
Do you agree?
Yeah, but it's the fact that she's been going on about how she's not interested in the money. She was there for the experience. So what she took £5 for then?
Yeah, like, Helen was right in fairness.
I'm glad she took it. And then we saw...
Oh, you're glad she took it?
You struggled saying that then, didn't you?
Frank Butcher was on the panel. I love it. So you're glad she took it?
Oh, yeah. Why not?
I'm glad she took it, but just the way
with...
she just said in the first place.
I agree with Barry White.
Barry White. Yeah. He agrees with Barry White. I love it. Look at her. I love Isla.
I love how Danny's hardly got mad at her, though. If that had been someone else, he'd have probably been ordering them to get hung.
Oh!
He would, but because it's Chloe, it's all like...
Hell, believe me.
I'm not mad.
It got a hell of a lot worse. Do not miss tomorrow night's main show because it was tragic. Now, listen, I do love a good game. Monopoly, Scrabble, bit of Guess Who, Naked Twister. You know what I mean? But we are reaching the home straight and it's time to assess once and for all which of our surviving housemates have played a Good game, you know what I mean? Who's had a strategy to win from day one and who's up their game with 1 week to go? Now, Pam, we talked about LTR. Do you think it's possible to have made it this far in Big Brother without you using that technique?
Listen, everybody has a game plan. It's just how formal it is. And what we've seen, most people have strategizing. They use strategies. They start judging. How can I act to maybe make myself more popular in the house? How can I act to show I'm stronger? So whether it's a formal game plan or not, it's some sort of strategies that they have.
But this week, a lot of them have come to the realisation that it's actually a game. I mean, they've all known it's a game the whole way along, but... Eileen, let me come to you, because you've been in there from the start.
Yes.
Did you go in there with a game plan at all?
No, I didn't go in with a game plan. I think if
I
got
Eileen, come in, let me give her a cuddle.
I think if I got to the end, I would think about the money now.
You'd be thinking about the money now. Joel, you sit down, we'll get you nice honey and lemon, darling. Just sit her down.
But are you saying you never once thought about what might make you more popular in the house?
Eileen with a sore throat. Well, listen, Big Brother's been dropping them cash bombs all over the place, hasn't he? Let's be fair. Ed, do you think people have finally unleashed their real sides? Because cold hard cash is on the line now.
I think to a point, but the thing is, the real money is it's the person that wins. So in a way, you're better just carry on as you are, because the viewers hold the ultimate power. You might get $2 here or a car or something like that, but if you want the 70-odd grand, you've just got to carry on being yourself. So to me, well, I thought Chloe, but like someone like Harry, she just seems very vulnerable, very real. That's the kind of person I think the viewers are going to respond to.
But this is the thing.
Not someone manipulative.
Let me just quickly ask you this. I mean, I'm not going to ruin anything for tomorrow night's show, but Chloe might not be the only one that's left with some money. That's all I'm going to say. Do you think something like that could go against someone getting through tomorrow or potentially winning the show?
Yes, possibly. I think so, because even though we'd all do it, we still, for some reason, look at someone and go, "Oh, they're a bastard for taking the money." But I don't really think they necessarily are. I think it depends whether you like the person or not.
How?
Yeah. No, I think as much as I've gone off Chloe in the last week, at the same time, everyone has been kind of urging her to do things. I just wish, going back to what Ed's just said, why the hell don't they just... It's people who are consistent that stand out for me. Harry, yeah, she's a bit of a nut job, but she's consistent. Joel is consistent. People are saying that he's manipulative. No, he's not. He's just inquisitive. He asks questions because that's the kind of character he is. He's not trying to catch people out. And that's what's annoying me. Everyone thinks he's trying to get people in a loop, so then he's like, ha, you're exposed. He's not. That's just his character.
But we're dropping a lot of cash bombs this series. I mean, I know there were some cash twists in your year, but last year, were your housemates as money-focused as what we've seen this week?
Oh, God. Well, last year, yeah, people are money-focused. I think at the end of it, I mean, it sounds like rich coming from me, because obviously I won, but I went in there thinking, everyone hates me, I'm never going to win it. I was kind of there for the experience and, whatever else, but, you know, winning it was the bigger bonus. But at the same time, and my eyes were not fixated on it. And you have to realise that the public are looking for her as real and the same throughout.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people in this year, like 2 in particular, that are standing out this week more than ever. And the others, you know, that have been consistent, yeah, they're not always right, but at the same time, they should be the winners that have proven to be real people all the time.
But the thing is, Harry's not been consistent. You
I think Harry has been consistent.
No, because she's veered from giggles to winding people up to being angry to being vulnerable. And she keeps playing that card,
I think she's
got
bored.
issues.
I think she's bored.
And
do you know what?
Since
me and Mark have left, Harry and Joel have now become the two, funnily enough, the 2 real people again in the house. They get blamed for everything. Everything's their fault all of the time. And Harry is very bad with delivery. She completely kicks off and does everything wrong. I get that. But at the same time, she's probably sick and tired of being blamed for everything.
Listen, just before you carry on, I just really got to touch on it because the viewers did vote him in. We've got to talk about Danny. He was voted the biggest game player this week by you lot at home. Ed, what did you make of that? Because that's what the viewers think at the moment.
Well, I don't think... From what I've watched, I quite like him. I think he's a mediator. I think he just seems like a good guy. But the ones I think game playing actually that are sort of changing who they are to appease viewers, which none of us like, are Jack and Christian. Christian's been quiet throughout. When he was up for eviction, he suddenly sparked up for about 3 days, and then he's just gone back to being fairly dull again.
But he wasn't being himself. He was never being himself.
No, he wasn't being for 3 days.
He was advised to be something that he wasn't.
One person at a time.
Jack also the same. Is once he's up, he sort of changes, and now he's just gone back to being quite grouchy. He changes who
It's because of the nominations.
Very quickly, who do we think might be out on Friday night, Helen?
Who do you think's out Friday night? I think it might be Sam because Sam is just coasting away through
think
this.
Sam?
Yeah.
Ed?
I think Jack needs to go.
You think Jack?
Yeah.
Eileen?
I think Sam needs to
You think
go.
Sam? Pam?
I think Harry needs to go because it's just been hard on her.
You think Harry?
It's been too hard on her.
Who's going?
Sam. Sam. Jack. Quick. Sam.
Sam.
Harry.
Sam.
Sam. Sam.
Time's up! Give yourself a round! Hang on, Sam. That's all I've got time for tonight. Massive thanks to all of my guests and our fantastic audience. Thank you. I'm going to be back here tomorrow at 11 p.m. with the friends and family of our nominated housemates and friends of the show, Jimmy Bullard, Chloe Jasmine, and Mark is back. Till then, night-night.